Hey there, everybody. Pete here, and I have some new game pickups to share with you, as well as a really cool announcement. Which one do you want me to do first? That's what I thought. Game pickups it is, just for you. Uh, First thing, and you've probably seen pictures of this that I've posted on Instagram or on Twitter. This is a complete in-box copy of Gauntlet 2 for the NES. Ooh. This actually still has the cellophane on it, which is really nice. Comes with a manual. It also, for whatever reason, comes with an LJN poster, which doesn't go with it. But it's really nice to have another boxed NES game to add to my library. I have a few. You can see some of them behind me. I got to remember that my directions are opposite. Um, so I don't have a lot, but what I do have, it's nice to be able to expand on it. Another complete in box game. This is Super Hang On for the Genesis. And I'll just open it up to show you here. Everything is in there, the manual and the cartridge. The cartridge is in really good shape. It'll be nice to play the Genesis version of this. I've played the arcade versions via Xbox Live Arcade and, of course, via the 3DS, which I have. So it's nice to have the Genesis version to see what the differences are. Now, this here is Home Run King for the GameCube. This is one of a few baseball games that I picked up, and I'm picking these up for research for a special video/written project that I'll be doing within the next couple of weeks. I used to own this years and years ago, and then when I traded in my GameCube towards a 360, I lost it. But it's nice to have this back in my library because I think I'm one of like 8 people who actually thought this game was okay. But that doesn't matter because what I think is what counts. So, Home Run King. Another sports game because I know all of you love sports games. This here is Sunday Night NFL or ESPN Sunday Night NFL with the ageless Chris Berman on the cover. I got this for free. And it's really nice because it's also complete. It has the cartridge, it has the manual, and as an added bonus, there is another poster in here. And this poster is double-sided. I can either hang it up and have a random Kansas City Chief hanging in my bedroom, or if I turn it around, it's actually a nice poster for all of the ESPN games that Sony ImageSoft did in the mid-90s. So, and then the poster is in immaculate shape. Or at least it was before I bent it. So, it was nice to get that. And again, free, you can't beat free. I don't know much about the game itself. I have not played this particular game, and the weekend's been kind of hectic. So I will post impressions at some point. Next up, this is Fighting Force for the PlayStation. I'm still continuing to build my original PlayStation library. Very excited to find this because I have the second game, but not the first. And the first is the better of the two. I also wanted to let you know, and I guess this is going to sound like a commercial, but so be it. I'm also getting an original PlayStation thanks to a pre-order perk through Pat the NES Punk on his Indiegogo. Pre-orders for his Volume 4 DVD, which is still available to pre-order now. You could order or pre-order the DVD and also get your choice of a certain amount of systems depending on what he had available. And I picked the PlayStation because I don't have one at the moment, and I really would like to have one for September when the time comes for me to do my 20th anniversary project. Just as a side note about Pat's stuff, Pat is one of the driving forces, or one of the reasons that I got back into retro gaming in 2012. I've talked about this a lot. I tend to comment on his videos a lot. I tend to talk to him on Twitter when I can. I just think very highly of his work, and I'm very appreciative for what he does in the retro community. His Flea Market Madness series especially has been a big motivator for me when I go game hunting. So, Pat, thank you. And to everyone else, the link to the Indiegogo that he's running to pre-order Volume 4, the Volume 4 DVD set will be below. I'm not sure exactly what perks are left, but make sure you check it out. He's had some pretty interesting stuff that's come and gone already. A Vectrex, I think, was up there at one point. TurboGrafx 16 was up there at one point. So what I got was pretty insignificant in comparison, but still. It's going to be nice to have one of his DVDs for my own. But that's Fighting Force. Now I'll get back on topic. Batman Returns for the NES. I have the SNES version, and that was also by Konami. And I have the Genesis version, which is not by Konami and consequently not as good. But I have not played the NES version, so I'm looking forward to sinking my fangs into this and seeing how good it is. More baseball games. This is Bases Loaded 3 with Ryne Sandberg, which leaves only Bases Loaded 4 to complete my library. And I am not the biggest Bases Loaded fan. However, this series is pretty iconic in NES history, so it would be nice to have all 4 at some point. But for now, I'll take the 3 that I have. Speaking of baseball, this is Super Baseball 2020 for the SNES. I have the Genesis version already, so it's nice to have the SNES counterpart to see what the differences are. I'm still more partial to traditional baseball games, so games like Super Baseball 2020 and even Base Wars kind of fall below games like Bad News Baseball and RBI in terms of my preferences. But when I do my my special project at the end of the month, you'll see how I rank all that stuff. So Super Baseball 2020 for the SNES. This here is the new Tetris, which is for the Nintendo 64. This was purely a nostalgia buy. When I was working for FuncoLand in late 1998 and through 1999, we actually used to play this a lot in store. And that's really why I got it, is because it reminded me of my early days in gaming retail and how much, for some reason, I miss it. So, new Tetris. And to wrap things up, 2 Genesis games. This here is World of Illusion with Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. I thought it was Castle of Illusion at first, which is why I was excited. I guess I should still be excited. Apparently this game is pretty good. I have not played it yet. I've only watched very short YouTube snippets of gameplay. But we'll see. I'm excited because now I've never played this. At least with Castle of Illusion, I had played the remake for PlayStation 3. So this will be a new experience for me. And last but not least, in one of my steals of the weekend, this here is Shining in the Darkness. I got this for $4 over the weekend. This is loose. There is some minor label damage to the spine here, but I'll take it. I have not played this game. Yes, you can stop booing. I haven't played the game. I've seen it on various Sega Genesis compilation discs for the PlayStation 2 and for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, but I have not played it on its original hardware, so I'm curious to see what this game is like. And those are all of the pickups for this weekend. I am doing one more day at least of game hunting, which will be Monday, tomorrow, March 16th. I'm visiting my friends Tony and Dave at Game Depot in Holyoke, Massachusetts, so we'll see whether my trip there is fruitful or not. I'll definitely let you know in a video later this week. Okay. Announcement stuff. Number 1. My birthday is in April. It's April 22nd. It is Earth Day. It's 5 weeks away, roughly. And I've already received one early birthday gift, and it was rather surprising. Now, those of you who know my written work know that I maintain a blog called Consolation. The web address had always been consolation.wordpress.com. Not anymore. This birthday gift, the person who gave it to me bought the consolation.com domain for me. So now it's consolation.com. I have my own website. After 8 years, I finally have my own website to call my own, or at least something that I can attach with myself. And it's very exciting for me. And it's really motivated me over the weekend. It made me think about a lot of things, the direction that I want to take in being a content creator, which direction I want to go. Right now, those of you who know my work, both written and video, know that I have 2 brands right now. I have my Consolation brand, which is my written work that I do both on the blog and also with RetroWare TV. And the other is Retro Unscripted, which is my video work. And that's not going to be the case anymore. After some deliberation, I am going to be putting everything under the Consolation umbrella. That doesn't mean that Retro Unscripted is going away for good, at least not at this point. But it just makes more sense to me as a content creator to put everything under the same brand and to really make that stronger. So starting with the next official episode, which will be coming this week, it will be Consolation number 1. I won't be rebranding any of the other Retro Unscripted episodes. Those will remain exactly as they are. And you can certainly check those out. As a matter of fact, I hope you do. I hope that you've liked them. But moving forward, Consolation is going to be my baby. It's going to be the focus of all of my content creation work. And I hope that you'll continue to visit both the blog. Well, actually, I can't even call that anymore because it's going to be more than, well, it's really a blog, I guess. Let's face it, that's what it is. But my written work on the website and then my video work here on the YouTube channel. I hope that you'll continue to check that stuff out because without you, it really doesn't make any sense for me to continue to do what I am doing. So I'm very excited for that. Again, no videos are coming down. I'm not stopping. There's just a minor brand change, and I hope that you'll follow along. And last thing I want to note, speaking of retroware, because I mentioned it just a little while ago, October 3rd of this year in Wallingford, Connecticut, which is not far from me and is really located within travel in the greater Hartford, Connecticut, Springfield, Massachusetts area. Retro World Expo, which is being put on partially by my friends at Retroware TV and also through some other sources here in New England. It is a one-day convention, video game related, that is going to be very exciting. Going to be some arcade games, some console games, some panels, which I am hoping I'm going to be part of, some buying, selling, and trading going on. It is a one-day only thing, at least for now. Hopefully next year it will be bigger. But for now, we're going to run with that. It is at the Oakdale Theater in Wallingford, Connecticut on October 3rd. I am going to link you to their website below. If you happen to be in New England, or if you can even fly out here for that weekend, I'd love to see you. Let me know that you're coming, and I'll make every effort I can to be able to hook up with you and to meet you and say hi. So that's what's going on. A lot of stuff. Pickups, doing some more game hunting this week. Consolation.com, so I finally have my own website. Pat the NES Punk's Volume 4 DVD set. I hope that you'll check that out. He does great work. And I believe there's still some systems left for perks. And the Retro World Expo, which I hope that you'll attend if you can. It is going to be good stuff. I will see you later on in the week with Consolation number 1. But until then, as always, my friends, thank you for watching. Take care.